Hey guys, glad you could join me on Godspot this morning. I want to speak to you about stopping the shame. It says in John 8 verse 6, "This they said, testing him, that they might have something of which to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and wrote on the ground with his finger as though he did not hear." This is a riveting story with a number of players. There are the Pharisees, who are the accusers. There is Jesus, the Son of God, and there is an adulterous woman. Now, the accusers are trying to put shame on the adulterous woman, which have already collectively done, but now they're trying to catch Jesus out so they can put him to shame as well. Either way, it's a very difficult situation, and the problem is we too can find ourselves in those situations. Your life is filled with bullies. These are people who for some reason want to put this shame on you. They want to accuse you, make you feel embarrassed. And we have to learn how to manage that and how to stop that. And so there's several things I believe that we can do that would really help us. But remember this, one man said, "Thinking is difficult. That is why most people judge." A bully will come and judge you and throw false accusations at you because it's easier to judge than it is to think about what they're doing. So number one, take your time in responding. Jesus did not immediately respond to his accusers. This isn't so easy when your brain is frozen. It goes into freeze mode because at that point you're horrified and you just simply want to disappear, and it can be very hard to get your brain working again. And so let me just recommend, you don't have to respond quickly. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to take the blame or counterattack or even backfire in the moment. In fact, you can measure your response. The second thing is don't take it personally. Usually when someone's a bully or someone's harassing you or trying to put shame on you, there's a lot more happening in the undercurrent of their own lives. Usually they're the problem and you're not the problem. So you've got to learn to depersonalize their behavior. I think the third thing is get out of the situation. Staying in a situation doesn't mean it's going to make it better. Sometimes you have to remove yourself as soon as you can from the situation so that you can get your emotions back and think more measurably about a response, even if it's needed. Another thing that comes to mind is understand the other person's motivation. Jesus knew what they were thinking. That's what the scripture says. He knew their intention and what they were trying to do. You see, once you're out of harm's way, you've removed yourself from the situation, you can think more clearly. And then you may be able to understand why they're doing what they're doing. Another thing that I think is really important is know that you're not alone. A lot of people have been through this. Here is Jesus, the Son of God, and they're trying to accuse one who is perfect. Number 6, be careful about retaliating. Humiliation is not always a good thing. Just because you're humiliated, you're made to feel ashamed, it doesn't mean that you should retaliate in the same way. Because exacting revenge often amplifies the problem, makes it a lot worse. And lastly and finally, you need to find your way to move forward. How do you do that? Well, maybe the best act of revenge that you could ever have is not to retaliate, not even to respond. To shrug it off, move on, and understand, you know what? They're the ones with a problem. They've got something to deal with. It's not my problem. And remember, you don't always have to retaliate. I hope this really helps you. And I believe we really need to stop the shaming that comes in our lives. A lot of people try to put shame on us unnecessarily. Let's stand up to the bully and let's be the children of God we're called to be. Hit the like button, share it with somebody else. Thanks for listening. God bless you.